BeeHiking here, and today I'm going to go over a couple of lights that I have and that I use. And how I came about this was I was camping one night and I woke up in the middle of the night to a raccoon playing with my Deep Woods off can, and I wanted to and the reason why is probably because my fire had burned out, and now fire had always worked great for keeping the pests and everything away, or the critters. However, sometimes you don't really want a big fire and you don't want to have to maintain that throughout the night. It may be cold, hot, you don't want to get out of your shelter because of bugs. And so what I did was I started researching other methods of keeping critters and animals away. And throughout my research, I found on the internet that a lot of people or companies were actually putting strobe lights in their attics to keep away the raccoons, squirrels, and other animals like that. So I adopted a technique that I have actually found to work for me. And that would be, I found a couple of strobe lights that I place outside of my tent, and since I've done this, after my fire has burnt out, I haven't had a problem with any more raccoons waking me up in the middle of the night playing with my stuff. So I'm going to go over these two lights here, and if you check my website BeeHiking.com, I'll give you a couple links to where you can find these lights, and maybe it might work for you as well. First, I'll start off and I'll also do turn off the lights here and kind of give you a demonstration of how bright these things are as well. I found for the money, this light here, I found it at Target. I found also that they do make a couple of different cases, one that's clear and others that are solid, and there's a couple of different settings here. This light, the package says it is actually visible up to a mile away. It is a pretty bright light, as you can see, just LED light, and it has a couple of different settings on it. And I'll go over the strobe here in a minute, but a couple of different ways I use this light is if I'm hiking in the evening or at night, I'll actually clip it onto the back of my pack, and it lets my hiking buddies know where I'm at. They can see me a little bit better while I'm hiking. A lot of people use other things, but this light was only $7 at Target. You can also find it on several websites and also on eBay, a little bit cheaper. So this light works really good. Haven't had any problems with it, and again, I've used both of these lights outside my tent, and it has helped keep the critters away. This one's really cool. It's a little bit more expensive, however, about $25. However, it does provide some other really cool features. Now, it came with a lithium-ion battery, so it is a little bit light. It is light in weight for its size. And this one, I believe the manual said it was visible for 2 to 5 miles, something like that. But as you'll see here, there's a couple of different options and settings for this light. I'll turn on the light, and the first setting is a timer. And these lights go off in increments, and at the end of 10 minutes, all 4 of these lights are off, which is kind of cool. Whenever I'm getting my tent and I'm getting situated, I can hang this light up and get everything situated, and by the time 10 minutes is up, I'm ready to lay down and I don't have to move around anymore and worry about my light. So that's a cool feature. Next is, of course, just turning it on, and then your adjustment on the on and dim just allows you to brighten and dim the lights. And then you have a flasher and a strobe, and then what they call dazzle, and your dazzle, and then your SOS is your 3 consecutive, which is the international, I guess, symbol or call for help. Also, whenever you're using a whistle, you blow your whistle 3 times, and that's just a good sign for help. And then it has a pulse as well. I'll show off these lights, and I'll kind of show how bright these are in comparison to each other. Okay, a little dark, and here I'll demonstrate the Nova light, and it is a pretty bright light for its size. It doesn't weigh much at all, as you can see in its comparison to my hand, and the clear, I do find that it does spread the light out whenever I'm using it as a strobe. And whenever I have this and it's dark outside, it lights up all the way around my tent. Also, very, very good. If you have a pet, get one of these guys, place it around its neck at night whenever you're camping or walking your dog. Awesome. It is very awesome. You can see your dog very easily. My dog, who has passed away, Sadie, she wore one of these at night. She was a black dog, and I absolutely loved it. So very recommended for one of these if you have a pet as well. Next is my other light. It's internal light, and it's just like a marine safety type of light, which, by the way, it is water resistant as well. Bright yellow helps me find it in my pack, and that is the timer on. Again, you're on. You can adjust the levels of how bright you want it. Your strobe, you can also adjust how bright or how fast you want it to strobe. I'll demonstrate here. A little slower, even slower, and fast. So this one is super bright with the 4 LEDs. You hang this one up at your campsite at night. I haven't had any problems with any of the animals bothering me since I've done that as well. Your strobe, again, very bright. Would never recommend looking directly into it. It hurts your eyes. Your dazzle, and then again your SOS. Well, I hope this simple demonstration has helped you. I did a little bit of research, and found that as far as items that you don't have to plug in to the wall, a simple strobe light has been kind of the answer for me to keep animals away after my night fire has died out. So, until next time, talk to you later.